women in Pakistan, because like you've been covering court cases and you've done a lot of reporting regarding digital rights. When it comes to female victims of cyber harassment in Pakistan, and I was going through the same research that only 28% of women report harassment and the rest of the cases go unreported. How do you see what sort of like hurdles are there in reporting these cases for women in our justice system?
Like I said, for women it's multiple challenges on a lot of fronts. ठीक है, एक तो simple media literacy वाला है कि हमारे devices पे passwords नहीं होते. I don't know how many people do you know जिनके devices पे password होते हैं. So many women are like नहीं बच्चे use करते हैं, हमें क्या ज़रूरत, right? But it's just giving access to someone your entire data, right? And आपका जो फ़ोन का data है वो कभी भी गायब नहीं होता properly. I don't know if you know or not. Like if you're one of those who like अच्छा मैंने factory reset कर दिया तो मेरा कभी भी नहीं होगा, ऐसा नहीं होता. Your data is retrievable and it's not like the hacking that we see in the movies के वो आपका सारा data निकाल देंगे. No, it's like a lot more organized than this, and but वो retrieve हो सकता है, and that's concerning, right? There is one of this. Then there is that now if you're a kid, right, and you want to post your pictures and you don't have any awareness कि अच्छा मैं किस तरह के लाऊं, right? So on TikTok we have a bunch of women who are just posting different kinds of videos for their own fun, but that's not how they're being perceived. They receive a lot of hatred for it, and like I said, the hatred which is guided towards women is always a little different than it's guiding towards men.
And so in terms of the remedies available to women regarding their digital rights, what system do we have in place and how one goes about it? If something happens, to who do you go to? And how do you sort of like get your problems resolved?
So in Pakistan, all the cyber crime related cases go to the cyber wing of FIA. They are mostly dealing with the cases. The law that they invoke is PECA, which is Prevention of Electronic Crimes Act 2016, जिसको उन्होंने यूज़ किया है कि हम किस तरह डिजिटल राइट्स को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकें. In the cases of revenge porn or like sexual exploit content, या अगर आपकी तस्वीरें कोई शेयर कर रहा है without your permission in a manner which is not like very appropriate, then उसके लिए वो section 21 evoke करते हैं, which is offenses against the modesty of a person. So they have like these different criteria जिसके अंदर वो cases हो सकते हैं. The second thing that they which is very like used by FIA is section 20, which is offenses against the dignity of a person, which is basically of a natural person, which is basically your defamation ke cases. And I'm saying natural person is because a natural person is person who's alive. Like I'm a natural person, you're a natural person.
So it doesn't
and
include
your
like,
organization can't be a natural person. Yeah. But काफ़ी time ये भी हो रहा था कि वो law invoke होता था in terms of organizations. तो उसकी वो आप कर सकते हैं. उनके प्रोसीजर्स काफ़ी बेहतर हो गए हैं, अब ऑनलाइन भी आप कर सकते हैं. अदर देन दैट देयर इज डिजिटल राइट्स फाउंडेशन. दे हैव अ साइबर हरासमेंट हेल्पलाइन. दे ऑफर लीगल एड टू वुमेन हु वांट टू रिपोर्ट देयर केसेस एंड टॉक टू देम कि क्या हो सकता है एंड वॉक देम थ्रू ऑल द लीगल रेमेडीज अवेलेबल.
So in terms of hate directed towards men and hate directed towards women, how is it different, and tell us a bit about that.
So like I said, any comments which are directed towards a woman will directly deal with her sexuality, right? In terms of who she is as a person, what she does, right? So I'm not talking about what type of clothes that she wears, but like also going into images of what she did in the past, who does she hang out with, what kinds of clothes is she wearing. So it's very sexual, and you make threats related to assaulting them, and that is very problematic. So if a woman posts something and then someone's like, I will do तुम्हारे साथ motorway होगा, right? We understand the context. Now if that woman wants to report it, Facebook will not probably take down that comment because they don't understand the context that it's being said in, right? We know the Lahore motorway case, right? We lived through it. So it is very directed कि अच्छा this is a particular threat to me and my existence. But आप report भी नहीं कर सकते उसका because उसका नहीं होता. In cases of men, it's so sad that even when you're criticizing male politicians, it's something's related to their wives, their mothers, their sisters, and never about their own personality. Even if you find out that someone is probably having an affair, it will be taken as a joke. It'll be taken very lightly. But we also have like certain political leaders who people attribute certain traits to, like gender non-binary traits, and then unko phir jis tarah ki hate milti hai, which is very different, like Billo Rani, the term itself. Very problematic. Like why are you saying this to someone? So at the end of the day जो आप terms भी इस्तेमाल करते हैं ना, वो औरतों के ही relate करते हैं, and then it's just violence against, like any threat against me will scare me because of the prevalent violence that is in online, like real world. We know so many cases of sexual assault, rapes are like reported every day in Pakistan, even honor killing, so as a woman, domestic violence is so common that I'm actually scared. So whenever someone makes such a threat, it is a threat to my existence. And वो physical में तो रहता है, मतलब असली space में तो रहता है, but अब आप वो online space में भी लेके आ रहे हैं.
Right. And tell us a bit about your personal experience going to the courts and covering these difficult topics as a journalist.
So I'm going to talk about my experience of when I was covering district courts. I personally didn't enjoy it because of the way that the process is so humiliating for anyone who's going through it. We're like, oh, tariq pe tariq, and it's a meme. But when it's your reality, it's very scary. Because if you're a woman, you are subjected to certain kind of questions in the court, which you will probably be not comfortable answering, like when 10 unrelated people are standing. Related to what were you doing? Why do you wear such clothes? Who do you go out with? Right? Because all of it, it's used by the defense, या जो भी prosecution जो भी है, to humiliate a person, right? So I have also covered cases in which women have compromised, and जब भी compromise case आता है तो लोग are like कि औरत नहीं किया होगा. But I understand where they're coming from, because it requires money to pursue a case. It requires a very, क्या कहते हैं उसको, सख्त जिगरा चाहिए होता है आपको to sustain the type of hate that you're getting.
So you have to be persistently follow up the court cases, you have to allocate resources to engage a counsel, then you have to also go through that mental torture. The mental torture of actually going through that incident, whatever happened, and then afterwards just all these furnishing all the evidence, it just makes you go through that mental torture as well, right?
Yeah, so it's just reliving the trauma again. So Pakistan की एक hearing थी, I think 2022 की बात है, I'm not sure, 2019, which the 2-finger test for rape survivors were banned, right? So it's just a very humiliating process which rape survivors were put through by the courts to see कि were they raped or not, even though it's not even internationally acceptable like अभी तक, but पाकिस्तान में फिर भी हो रहा था. So I know ruling आ गई है, but I can't individually make sure कि किसी भी hospital में वो follow ना हो रही हो, right? क्योंकि आपका वो हो जाता है. So this is just one example, but everything, like the system is kind of working against you. So I think उस case में, like if someone's compromising, I stand with the person, because if you do not want to go through this torture, and if you are okay with the sum that you're getting, because justice, it does sound very nice, and it, like, if you're persistent enough, and maybe if you're privileged enough, and if you're in that position to pursue a case, then you should. But it takes years. It's a very big struggle that you have to go through. तो पेशेंस तो एक चीज़ है, लेकिन रोज़ जाके उठना, अगर आपकी कोर्ट की हेयरिंग आ रही है, कभी कभी ये होता है कि आपको शायद शो कॉज नोटिस टाइप पे नहीं मिलता, आपको उसी दिन पता चलता है आपकी हेयरिंग है, आपके अरेस्ट वारंट से शो हो जाते हैं कि आपने कोर्ट में हेयरिंग की कैसे नहीं आए, and then there's entire thing of वो मेरे एक अरेस्ट वारंट से शो होगा. It's very scary. And with no disrespect for the legal fraternity, I have immense respect for them, but a lot of them are men from this society. So काफ़ी हद तक वो औरतों के राइट्स को उतना नहीं सपोर्ट करते. Not everyone, but like a chosen few I'm talking about, जितना उनको करना चाहिए. So their stance is that this person is wrong, but I will still fight the case for her. So they have lack of motivation. And then it just becomes like a money making mechanism कि अच्छा next तारीख पे